You're listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast, available every week on Patreon and every other week on YouTube and wherever else you listen to podcasts. And now, for the intro.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Sorry, I was reading about Blowshi.
Who are you going to go Blowshi?
No, she's going to...
Blowshi, Yoshi's whore of a cousin.
Yeah, that's Luigi's favorite.
Mario gets to ride Yoshi, but Luigi's stuck riding
Luigi
Blowshi.
wants to ride Blowshi, dude. He's like, Yoshi might jump higher, but I come faster. And that's better, I think.
He's like, Luigi, are you behind me? He's like, go on without me.
Yeah, way behind, man. Me and Blowshi are gonna smoke a cigarette real quick.
I'm gonna sit this adventure out. I have no use for the princess.
There's only one player anyway right now, man. Don't even worry about it. You got this one.
Yeah, they broke their second controller. They don't need me.
They'll be fine. Yeah, dude, those little cloud guys, I bet, give fucking great head. Floating around up there.
Or does it
Floating
feel like
around
nothing?
Hiding all their good head from everyone.
Can you fuck a ball of what, gas?
No, it's the guys in the clouds who are sitting on top of the clouds.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
Like Goombas?
Yeah, and they throw the shell guys at you.
Goombas sounds racist.
Yeah. No, my favorite... Did you ever watch the Super Mario Bros. Live action movie?
Yes. Oh, the live action... Yeah, the movie. I watched that too, yeah.
It was... we did it while playing Edward 40 Hands, and it's like the worst movie ever because you're falling asleep the whole time because it's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
But then you got glass taped to your hand so you can't, like, fall asleep or else you're going to fall asleep with glass in your hands,
Yeah. I mean, you can. You as long as you don't... Like, as long as you don't pass out and smash them, you're probably all right.
But I remember my buddy Kyle had, he was like...
Use them as a pillow.
He was like fucking lying, he just had him on his body, and you're like, that looks terrible. But, he almost spilled. The big event of the night is he almost spilled. It was like fucking really close to, like spilling on top of him, and he's like... And like he woke up just in time for it not to spill on him. And that was the big thing of the night because we were watching Super Mario Bros. The fucking live action movie.
That was the climax of the movie.
That was the big ending.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happens except that it was very bad.
My favorite part is the Goombas all dressed like Italian people.
Yeah,
which I thought was really funny because that's like what Goombas are, Italian people.
That's where it starts to feel racist.
Yeah, exactly. You can be racist to Italians.
We brought people in. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't think that.
It wasn't even like Italians. They just had like big coats and hats. Like they just looked like someone in the mafia.
And like this is very loosely about Mario Brothers.
Yeah, Super Mario Bros. Is actually a mob movie. If you were watching,
there's a mob movie with deformed people.
Yeah, exactly. And
Plumbers somehow still is the hero though.
Yeah, I think who's the actor? There was
John Leguizamo, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Wasn't he in it?
I think that was him. I don't know. What a bad movie, though.
They happened. That was back when they like tried really hard to just take popular video games and make them movies all the time. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was okay.
Yeah.
They tried it with tons. I mean, I guess they keep trying it. They did like Doom and Tomb Raider and...
I know, the Tomb Raider movie
Battleship.
All right, though. That was my favorite fucking attempt to adapt something into a movie.
I heard that the reason they did it was because the production company, whatever movie studio was, had a deal with Mattel it was like a long time, for years, and they had to make at least one of their properties into a movie. And they were like about to breach that contract or something. And
I was about to end
Battleship.
It was either this or sorry.
Yeah, Monopoly. Like that's gonna be a really boring movie.
Monopoly might be. You could do like Wolf of Wall Street style.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's just
a bunch of hookers and blow, and then going directly to jail.
Yeah, you're just someone who starts off with nothing and starts buying up real estate.
Yeah, buying up small properties on the east side.
Becomes the head of water and power or something. buys a railroad for the fuck of it.
Yeah,
like, who buys a railroad?
That's something rich people do.
I don't even know you
It's like
can
owning
own
a tiger,
railroad.
you know?
It sounds... you can imagine just like, oh, I own those tracks out there.
Yeah. No,
What?
I have my own shipping, the means to ship anything anywhere.
You want to ship steel beams across country? You got to go through me.
If I wanted to start a mail service, I actually could. That's the advantage of the trains.
If you wanna make a silent film, tie up a girl and put her on the tracks, you gotta go through me for that. Like, I think we could probably just make our own tracks somewhere else.
Well, if you want to threaten someone for real, though.
yeah. If you want to have the actual worry of being run over by a train.
Yeah, that's all trains are good for now, anyways. Threatening damsels.
I don't know. I think they still use them to transport stuff.
Probably. I don't know.
Still seems like a good way to transport things. Not people anymore, but
I've
large
taken
things.
I've taken the train from Seattle to Portland once, and anywhere with like tracks still running through it is a terrible place in the middle of the country. It's never like, oh, look at this boom town. They have a railroad running through it. There must be a lot of stuff that comes through here.
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, it's just meth and old trucks, and that's all it is.
There's two places you can get stuck at a railroad crossing. It's in like farmland where you're like, I guess we'll stare at cows and the beautiful farmland for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or it's in a neighborhood where you're like, man, I really hope this train goes quick because I'm gonna get mugged and lose my car. I don't want to be stopped here for this amount of time.
Like, do train robberies still happen?
I don't know.
Do those still go on here?
That's like robbing, like you rob a bank in a small town. You're like, there's like nothing here. I should have robbed a 7-Eleven. It's got more money. This was stupid. Like, you can rob a train, but you'd do better just like panhandling at a busy intersection.
Yeah, exactly. And that's only a little bit less illegal.
It's only illegal in some places.
You know, like Lakeview, Washington. That's a place where you might see a train robbery come up.
Yeah.
If you see a bunch of rednecks driving trucks and have bandanas on or something, you know, be like, oh, okay, I know what's going on here.
Because they didn't get the message that that's like not a crime we do anymore, or like, why do you think they're doing it? They're just hopped up on meth and like, this will be fun.
Yeah, no, it's just a shitty place.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, yeah, it might be a good time. I don't know. It seemed really sad when I was rolling through it. I don't know. There were some good train towns too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Lakeview, Washington is the worst place in the entire world.
Really? It sounds fancy as fuck. It sounds gated.
There's no lake. There's no view. There's no lake. It's all lies.
That's
all fucking hopped up on lies.
That's a bad way to start as a town.
Yeah.
Like, you get there and you're immediately like, all right, well, fuck this place.
It's like everything has rust, even like the wood. Like the trees are rusted. You're like, how are these trees rusted?
Yeah, they have someone who goes by regularly with this rust paint and just sprays everything. He's like, just wants the town to look rustic.
I got tetanus from the cement. You know, it was, like the whole place, like it smelled like pee outside. I was in a train. Yeah, it smelled like pee outside. Like,
They'll come here for the lake and view, but they'll stay for the rusty, sharp things they're gonna.
They'll stay because we stole all their money and tickets out of here.
They'll stay because they're gonna have to get their feet amputated, and they just are stuck. You get your feet amputated somewhere, and you're like, well, I guess I'm here now.
Yeah, seriously. Well, like when I see towns like that, you're like, oh yeah, that's why Washington has such a high rate of heroin use. You know what I mean? Like, I would do heroin all the time here. Like, this would be a fun place to do some H.
Yeah, if you can look out at a lake, you're not gonna do heroin.
There's no lake. Remember?
You're gonna do stuff. I know. That's what I was saying. If there was a lake, like that would save a lot of. Maybe they should put in a fucking lake.
Yeah, right.
There's man-made lakes.
There's gotta be.
They could have made one.
It's probably near a dam or something. I don't know. There's a lot of rain out there.
You think they lied just hoping enough people would move there that they could make money and build a lake?
Maybe,
or was
yeah.
just never part of the plan?
Maybe it was like Lakeview, lake coming soon. Never got around to it. That's too bad. I kind of feel bad now, you know? These were hope. These people had hope. You know, there was something to look forward to at some point there.
The people who are still there, who were trying to make the town have a lake, are still without lake, you know? They're bummed too, I'm sure.
They're lacking laking.
Lacking laking?
Lacking lake.
Lack Lake. That sounds like a
Lack
cool lake.
Lakester.
That sounds very lackluster. Lake Laster.
This is only okay.
Like, stop going with it. Like, yeah, I'm going to. As soon as there's something else to go into.
Did you watch the debates?
No, you were here and we were drinking and writing.
Yeah, way better.
Just hearing about the shit show going on.
Yeah, my girlfriend was telling me all about it, and it just bummed me out. I didn't even want to.
Yeah, she was just texting you during it.
Yeah, I was like, "Why are you doing this? Don't tell. I'm not watching this on purpose." And you're just texting me updates. You're like, I don't care. I know it's gonna be bad. I knew people who moved to Canada in the last week.
Really?
And that just seems like just cowardly. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that is pretty cowardly.
I'm ready to face the end of this country in America. God damn it!
I don't want to watch the downfall from afar. That's boring.
Yeah, dude, get in right underneath the fucking action, dude. I bet Hiroshima was a cool place right up until the end. I bet it was fucking awesome.
It's like, man, the sky is really shadowy today.
The sky's really red. Man, my skin's really hot. I bet it kicks ass. Seeing an avalanche come down at you, you're like, all right, well, that is pretty cool.
I bet even like the sound it makes is really, I mean, I'm sure it's jarring, but
yeah.
I bet
like the way all the air gets sucked out of the air, you know what I mean?
Earthquakes are fun momentarily unless they're the big one.
Yeah. Fucking pussies. Stick around for the blast, dude. That's the fun part.
Yeah, what blast? We don't know yet. We don't know how we're going to go out, you know? Still up in the air.
I'm going to be here to find out, dude. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people. But that happens every election. A bunch of people are like, how do I move to Canada? That's not even...
I know. And they're never the people who say they're going to move to Canada. There's always a bunch of jackasses who are like, I'm going to move to Canada. And then they never do. And then other people are just like, yeah, I'm just leaving. I'm not saying shit.
I'm just out of here. Yeah, that's how you got to do it. You can't rub it in everyone's face like you're standing for something.
People threaten.
That's stupid.
People threaten to leave this country like they threaten to leave Facebook. Like, I'm leaving Facebook. It's like, fucking get off Facebook. No one cares. No one wants to be here, and no one cares that you're here or not.
Yeah, exactly. You don't enrich my life enough for me to really give a shit.
Oh, well, if he's not going to be making his kind of racist, homophobic Facebook posts anymore, then I don't really want to be on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. What's the point?
What's the point anymore?
Yeah, there was I don't know why you'd and people are like, it's like I'm standing for something. I'm getting out of America. I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
Where my values matter more. Do you know what's going on in Canada? I don't think anyone does any research before they go. I'm sure there's still shitty people in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. Canada's
Canada's
just like the less cared about America.
It's just French America.
They're friendlier overall. Not all of it's French.
Yeah, but I mean, it started French, just like not all of America's English, but you know, pretty much.
I mean, no, it's not. England. It's not that French there.
I mean, I went and
the East Coast is French.
Even in like Vancouver, they're like merci. They're like bonsoir, merci.
And that's like all they know.
Oh.
It's the same way like people know a little bit of Spanish almost everywhere out here.
Okay. See? There you go. French, the entire place is French. That's all I'm hearing.
Like, you wouldn't call America Spanish.
No, because they speak English. We speak English in other parts, you know what I mean? So
they speak English in most parts of Canada.
They speak complete French. I don't know if you've been to Canada.
Even the French part of Canada doesn't speak complete French. They speak French Canadian.
I couldn't understand anything anyone was saying out there.
Dude, some French people can't understand what they're saying out there. They're like the way that Cajun people speak English. That's the way Canadians speak French.
Isn't Cajun
Very
English
improper.
French?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude, everyone in Canada is like, "Hey, get out of the road." And I'm like, "I don't speak French. I don't know what you're talking about."
They're not like,
"Hey, you can't
French.
piss here." Hey, okay, big French guy.
Pissoir? I don't know what pissoir means. No, piss here. I am pissing here. Your town smells like piss. I figured I could go anywhere.
Merci. Like, hey, you can't do that. Why are you doing this here? Merci beaucoup. Man, these fucking Frenchies.
Français, right?
Hey, you have to pay for that. Oh, merci. Look at these crazy French people. Always yelling stuff in French at me.
Chasing after you after you've stolen stuff. Like, man, they're so mean to Americans.
So enthusiastic about Americans. What, do you guys want a picture or something?
Never seen an American before?
Hey, put that knife down. Yeah, merci. I wish I knew another French word.
Yeah, I don't know a lot.
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Un. It's like a.
Quoi? That sounds.
Quoi.
That's French. I don't know what number it is.
Orleans. I think that's French.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I guess.
New Orleans.
Rotisserie.
Yeah, rotisserie. That's French. Nice. Beret. Merci beret rotisserie. They like chase you for stealing. Man, what are these French people saying?
They're like, wine baguette.
Yeah. Orleans baguette
cheese.
beret. Hey, get out of the road. Man, these French people.
Cobblestone. You just go quoi we are, and like you might sound like you're at least trying to count in French.
Yeah.
They're like, you didn't say any words, but
so you do speak French. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You all speak French. I'm going home now. Back to America. Experiment complete.
You gotta like pucker your lips. That's how you. Yeah. They're like didgeridoos. It's like the didgeridoo of languages.
You gotta kind of just shake your lips.
They're like the adults in cartoons.
Yeah. That was what Jamaican comes from too, apparently.
French?
Like the Jamaican accent. It's like a French accent, but Jamaican.
I guess I can see that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This
is an educational podcast.
Yeah.
It's all about French.
Jamaicans didn't have a language until French people came over there?
No, they did, but they learned French, you know what I mean? Because they were all like slavers and those kind of guys. And so, you
like the South African accent.
Yeah, exactly. when you own people, the people you own pick up on your language. It's pretty shitty, but that's how it goes. It's not a thing that's a good fact of life, but it is a fact of life.
I'd really like to learn some other languages. I think I'm just going to get different masters for a little bit. I'm just going to see if I pick up the language faster. They say you want to go immerse yourself in the language. What better way than to be yelled at in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Told what to do.
What better way to learn it? What more motivating to learn the language than like the threat of like being whipped or punished somehow, you know what I mean? Or
you're going to learn what words they're yelling at you.
Like, okay, that's merci is thank you.
They're whipping you after you don't learn thank you.
Yeah. Rotisserie is chicken.
They're just whipping you because you didn't say please and thank you.
Like,
French just had manners, some goddamn manners. Yeah.
They say sorry a lot in Canada. That's probably a French thing.
Sorry.
They're probably like...
They say it with an E, an I-E at the end. Sorry.
Sorry. I remember seeing a bus. It was out of commission, and it just said sorry on the side of it. And I'm like, yeah, this is Canada.
Yeah.
Not even like out of commission, thanks, come again, or something like that. Just sorry. It didn't even change. It just said that the whole time. It was great.
Out here, it wouldn't say anything, or just be like,
it would just be blank.
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd just be like, hey, is the bus running? And they fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Be like, homeless only.
It's a shelter now.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Mobile shelter.
Mobile shelters.
It's just a bus. It just never stops.
All cities take turns. Like, yeah, we get the homeless on Wednesdays.
Yeah, they'll be coming in around 4, and they'll leave around 4 the next day.
It's like a tour guide thing.
Yeah. They just tour America. You can only get off where you started, also. Then there's no, more influx anywhere. It could work.
Shuffles it around.
No one will get angry at the homeless if they don't like see them every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're in, that's why people hate homeless people. I think because it's like they're outside their house or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know, but it's I think it's because it's like, oh, I gotta worry about walking down the street now or something. If they were always in buses moving around,
Yeah.
that'd be fucking. There you go. Problem solved.
Homeless bus.
Mayor Garcetti.
Get on that. We need the double-decker buses. We need the
calling
British
on you. Yeah. Yeah, those double deckers would be sick.
Yeah, you need to fill them up.
They brought those in Maui.
Really?
Double decker buses. Yeah. And
What's
it was
that?
like, I think it was for like the tourists so they
Yeah.
could see. But tourists don't ride the bus. Who
Yeah, I didn't
flies
even-
to Maui? Who spends all that money flying to Maui, getting a nice hotel, and they're like, all right, well, we don't have money for a rental car now, so we gotta take the bus everywhere.
Yeah, I know. At least gonna get like a moped or something stupid like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, who's out here? People will take the bus around because they'll do the tours and stuff.
Yeah, but it's the public bus. It's not like a tour bus.
Oh,
it's like the.
Oh, it's not like a Sea Hawaii bus.
No, it's just
they've
like
got double deckers that are just regular city
yeah, they're
buses.
just regular city buses. They're fucking awesome. I used to ride them to football practice back. They like go to the mall and stop at the park and stuff.
When you
like, it's 100% just the city bus.
When you said it so people could see stuff, I assumed like tour bus. Then
yeah,
like
no, not at all.
Yeah, we're gonna go sightseeing and we'll take you around. And I was like, I guess that works.
I think they were trying to encourage tourists to start taking the bus or something.
Yeah, because they need someone to take the bus.
Yeah, they're like, maybe if we edit or layer, it'll be like a sightseeing thing. Like, it's still the bus. And like people who vacation in Maui aren't people who take the bus in wherever city they're from either. Like,
Yeah.
they're not. You gotta have some money if you're fucking vacationing out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be like, all right, well, I'm done at the beach. Let's go hop on the city bus.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get stabbed, but in Hawaii.
Let's see what other people's homeless people look like.
Dude, yeah, there's like, and the funny thing is, like, it's all the same bus antics, but it's just in a double decker. There's like, there's just a homeless guy jacking off on the second floor now. This is no better.
There's not even bus rules on the second floor. You don't want to go up there.
Yeah, the driver isn't up there. The driver is your safe zone.
First floor has a little, has some bus etiquette.
There's some rules down there. It's the Wild fucking West up there.
No holds bar. I think they were having cockfights up there.
Yeah, people are doing heroin, dying.
Someone opened a speakeasy and like right above the driver, because that's the longest to get to.
Yeah, it was gross. But I mean, yeah. Now there's stairs you got to worry about on a bus, and you're like, man, that only works in England because they have so many people. It's like that's just how cities work. Eventually, everything has to get taller.
Yeah.
And so
we just do the longer buses.
Is that what we do? Yeah.
Well, you've seen
long buses.
The bus that's like a
the
bus,
train bus,
and then it's got the part that moves, and then there's attached another bus on the back.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a conductor.
You have to work up to driving that bus. That's like you have to have been driving for a long time. They're like, so you've been driving one bus real good. You think you could drive like another bus just like connected onto the back of your bus?
Maybe it's like playing Snake, and like that's how like the best driver has the longest bus.
You eat enough people, and you get a longer bus.
He like crashes into another bus, and that bus becomes part of his bus train, and he like takes over for your bus.
I'm now Route 414 and 482.
There is no longer a Route 482. There is only Route 15. It's just huge.
There's only one route. You can just like jump on the bus at any time as it weaves through the city.
Yeah, exactly. You just walk on. Man, this bus driver is really good. Look how many buses we have.
At that point, we might as well just have like a moving sidewalk thing that you just like hop on it and
like an airport.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Wait until you get to your arrival zone. That's coming eventually because outside's gonna be too hot, so we're gonna need the like tube things that are cooled.
Yeah, or it's just all gonna be elevated, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll just go a little higher up where it's a little
style.
cooler. Yeah, exactly. That'll be why we go in the sky, not because it's dirty. Just
I thought
it's hot.
heat rises though.
Yeah, it does.
Isn't that just gonna put us closer to the sun?
No, but I think
I don't think we can get further away from the sun right now.
But there's less atmosphere. It's like it's cold. It's
thought we
colder
want
higher
atmosphere.
up though. It's colder higher up.
When you get into space,
Not in space, in like mountains. Mountains exist. You think they're just cold because they're in the north?
yes,
No, they're all so high. That's a real thing.
it gets
Someone look that up and tell me.
it gets hot on mountains too. It's not like snow year round.
But it's colder. It's definitely like 40, 50 degrees on all mountains, no matter what.
I don't know I don't know if any of this is correct or not correct. I really don't. I do agree. Most mountains are cold, but I feel like if you just go into the sky closer to the sun, it's hotter.
No, I think it's like there's less atmosphere because like space isn't hot.
Because
that's even closer to the sun than we are.
So the ozone that we fucked up, I know that it just like holds in the heat. I guess.
Yeah.
So
that's
maybe
the
if you get
greenhouse
away
thing.
from that, if as long as we go up past.
No, that's in space. I really think we can just go a little higher.
See,
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure
why
that
we have
works.
scientists.
I think you are just doubting me. Scientists would agree with me.
No, I'm not even completely doubting you. I'm just saying, in general, the way we're having a conversation about this is the reason we have scientists, and we're not solving these problems.
What do you mean? We solved it. I'm right. That was the fucking problem. Am I right or not? Yes. That's the answer.
And this
That's
is
the scientific method right there.
Yeah.
Hypothesis, tested kind of.
Hypothesis and nothing else.
Yeah, hypothesis, and then I was loud. We don't need tests, all right? It's not about about confirming your hypotheses or running experiments.
In
Yelling.
In science class now, they're just going to teach the scientific method as hypothesis, search the internet until someone agrees with you, yell at someone else until they're upset and that they've seceded.
It's hypothesis, then fight. So that's the scientific method.
It's hypothesis, say that scientists don't actually know anything either and they're just guessing, and then make up whatever you want. And that's it.
But I am pretty sure it's colder up in the atmosphere. That's not making up whatever I want.
Yeah, I still think it matters what atmosphere. But
you are trying to take credibility away from my being loud.
Anti-science. There's more wind up higher.
More. The heat doesn't come from. It comes from the sun. It doesn't come from like higher up.
I know. It comes from being close to the sun.
I mean, yeah, but that's not like the same as just coming from like above you.
I'm just saying, I know that heat rises. That's science.
I know. That's what makes me think you might be right. That's the only thing.
That's all I have to go off of. I know that if you're in a house or something, like, well, heat rises, so it's colder on the first floor or in the basement. The basement's colder than the attic.
Basement is.
You know, it's way higher than the attic.
So we go underground then. Maybe we go underground.
But underground seems super hot,
It
right?
does seem hot. It seems sweltering. God, that sounds awful.
But I think that's because the center of our Earth is lava, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
so
hell?
yeah. So where does heat even come from? Below or above? Somebody fucking tell me.
Maybe it's a
I don't
sandwich
know.
of heat, and then we got to find that perfect middle
I think
spot.
this is the perfect middle spot. Is on.
I think it was
on
the perfect middle
surface.
spot. I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah, being indoors versus being outdoors. It's usually hotter indoors. Right? That makes more sense.
Not if you've got air. Not if you have central air.
No, we're not talking about central air in the core of the earth, Eric. That's ridiculous.
Well, hey, we're trying to send people to Mars. Why don't we just send people to the middle of the Earth to install some central heating and
Install a few
start
vents.
some farms? Then we at least have a way to getting back to this service where there is stuff already. And then
That's true.
I still think that's what rich people are doing. I think rich people are tricking all of us to go to space, and they're just going underground. They're like,
underneath?
dude, you don't have to move too far. We've got tunnels. They've got so much infrastructure underground already that we don't know about. I think that's where they're going. They're going to be mole people.
Just going to live in missile silos in Denver.
Dude, canned food.
I found some MREs at my house. I have no idea where they came from. I was like, whoa. Spaghetti and meatballs, okay.
You're like, sweet, yeah. I eat these now. I'm hungry.
Eating all your MREs before the end of the world.
Yeah, I can't stockpile
so
stuff.
tasty.
I'm just about to run out of alcohol. I had so much for a while, and
Dude,
now I'm on to tequila.
You were drowning in it. Not drowning. Swimming very, very lazily.
Floating in it. You can float in alcohol. You don't want to drown in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't freeze either, so you can take it as far north, as far into the sky as you want.
Yeah. I found some vodka that I think had gone bad.
Really?
Something.
Why?
It may have just been, it's Sky vodka, so it might just be bad already.
What made you think it went bad? Like,
dude,
it made me throw up. I drank a whole bunch of it. It made me throw up. I think it went bad.
I drank a bottle and it made me so sick.
I think this beer is bad. I've had like 20.
I got a stomachache.
I am all sick.
I was nauseous the entire
my head
next
hurts. All alcohol has gone
alcohol's
bad.
gone bad. I know. So I was like, I even looked it up. I was like, could vodka go bad? And it's like, yeah, in like 10 years. I was like, I haven't had this for 10 years. I've had it for maybe a few, because I wasn't drinking vodka and then got good vodka. So I wasn't drinking Sky.
Maybe it's like a broke the seal thing.
But I think the seal was broke or maybe not capped on all the way. It smelled just kind of like rubbing alcohol, and I took a sip of it and like spit it up. Like I just spit it out. I was like, this is awful. And
really?
I dumped it.
You got any more of that?
I dumped it. Fuck. You don't want it. The tequila is way better.
I want the bad vodka. I want to see if it is if it is that bad.
It was pretty bad. It didn't have much of a taste to it. It just had the like hit of like rubbing alcohol almost.
Yeah. Well, I got a dirty mouth.
You've drank rubbing alcohol before, right? You know you know that hit I'm talking about.
You know that familiar rubbing alcohol taste.
You know when the mouthwash isn't doing the trick.
You know that it kind of like tastes like hand sanitizer. You ever drank hand sanitizer? It's just like that.
This is an alcoholic who doesn't even talk about it when he's like desperate or anything. Like,
yeah.
You just know, you run out, you gotta get by somehow.
It's like when you drink eye drops. You guys drink eye drops to get high, right? Everyone does that.
Did you see that we were talking about, you said it's International Podcast Day, right?
Yeah.
Very
worst day in the world.
Very disrespectful day for Spotify employees to say that they're going to strike if they can't censor Joe Rogan.
On National Podcast Day? Have you no sense of fucking of care and compassion?
And I just love now that they're having meetings about Joe Rogan's podcast after they spent $100 million to get it, and they're like, all right, now we should figure out what we just invested in. Like, they knew what they were getting.
Can you imagine, like, I'm going to strike because of the Elk Burgers guy.
That UFC commentator's really pissing me off.
What a fucking bunch of pussies. How about you pay your musicians a livable wage?
Yeah.
Before you bitch about fucking censoring and stopping more shit from happening.
I know. They like momentarily tried to start banning artists when artists were getting canceled, when like R. Kelly stuff came out and the documentary on Michael Jackson and some of those, and then people were like, what the hell are you doing? We still like this music. And they're like, people are still searching for the music. Put it back on. And
That's
like
hilarious.
they don't care. Like,
yeah, they don't give a shit.
It's just I think it's just some people working there who are now getting bugged by their friends and being like, Rogan's saying this stuff and it's on your fucking network now.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, oh, I gotta go complain.
I don't know. It could be. I saw something about how it's like it's just a ploy to make it like popular and people are talking about it.
Get people to know it's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think people are still going to YouTube to
for
watch
real.
it.
Most people
They're like,
are.
Fuck this.
Yeah, exactly. And so now everyone knows, like, oh, okay, it's on Spotify.
Yeah.
Because all the Spotify people are being assholes.
Yeah,
So
Spotify people are mad. I gotta check this out.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, at the same time, it's like he went down in listenership to be on Spotify. Mm-hmm. You don't go from being everywhere and people can listen to you to going to a small platform for podcasts. And now you get more listeners. Like, he's giving them exposure. They're not giving him any exposure. So
yeah, he doesn't
you don't
need
get
more
say
exposure
over what he does.
No, for real. And it's just, it sets a tone where it's kind of just scary, because as these apps have more power, they become like networks, and as networks are censoring everything, then that whole the glory days of the internet are kind of over.
Yeah.
You know, because this is what everything goes through. Stuff like Spotify.
I think as technology gets better and more people can like create apps and do other things easier, I think other people are just gonna make things that's like, dude, these are just open platforms now. Fucking do your thing, and just solidly open platforms will become bigger.
Yeah. Well, and then that's how I think most of these things start.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, hey, you can do whatever you want, and they make a bunch of money, and you're like, all right, maybe not anything.
Yeah.
And
but
then,
not even just like, do whatever you want, but like, just finding there needs to be new ways of getting content out to people, because
I think there's too many ways.
There needs to be, but there are. You're right. There's definitely too many ways.
I think
but
there needs to be taking some ways.
maybe that's what it is. No, that wouldn't help either.
No, probably not.
It just needs to be less like of the major platforms. It needs to be a bunch of smaller spots, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong too. Who knows?
Bunch of smaller Spotify's.
Spotify's. Speaking of Spot, I got a dog.
Yeah, you got a dog. Where is
I got
he?
an end times dog. He's sleeping. He's sleeping through this whole thing. Larston,
He's gotta be rested up for the end times.
Come
It's
here.
a good end times dog.
come here, buddy.
He's preparing.
He's looking at me.
Yeah, I got a prepper dog.
Come here. I'm gonna get him.
He came with 3 MREs and a gun. He showed up with a gun just strapped into his collar.
Look at this end times baby dog.
It's Larston. Hey,
Say
get
hi,
on the mic.
Larston. Look. Now you can be on Spotify.
Is this on Spotify? This is on Spotify. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the podcast with Larston from now on.
I know he's better. He's quieter. Co-host. He'll let you get through all your words. Dude, he's falling asleep in my arms.
Yeah, he's done.
I took him to play with Tony's dog today, who's also part pit, and they were just romping around for like almost an hour.
You think dogs see race like that? They're like, oh hell yeah, another pit bull.
I don't know.
What's fucking good?
I think they know a little bit. I do think they see their breed, their own breed at least. I don't think they recognize like, Chihuahua, gross.
Yeah, they're like, no, hey, no, we can't say that. There's like younger. They're like, the younger pit bulls are like, Chihuahuas are all right.
All right, dude. I'm gonna put you back in your bed.
What an animal! Literally.
Good boy.
He's an animal.
All right.
I think that's it. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think
that's pretty good.
He made his debut. He's confused.
You met the dog.
He's doing real good.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, this was everywhere week, but next week will be only Patreon. So go sign up on the Patreon for just $1 to get one of these every week.
Yeah, every single week. Holy shit. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks again for listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/twodumbbabies, where you can get every episode for just $1 a month. Pretty good.